Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. Today, we want to talk with Megan Manigault about a transitional home for young ladies, and it's called I Am Voices. Welcome, Megan, to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you for having me. Hey.
Okay, we thank you for being here on today. Now, tell us about I Am Voices.
So, I Am Voices is a nonprofit organization that was established in 2017.
Mhm.
In the past, we've done things like the community fun days, we've done camps, mentorships, and this year we are opening up this spring our first transitional house for girls and young women ages 18 to 24, aging out of the foster care system or impacted by sexual violence.
Okay, explain to our listeners and our viewers what does it mean by transitional?
Right. So what it means is that it's bigger than just a place to lay your head, right? It means that it has programming on the inside to
Mhm.
help them get from one place to the other. So a lot of the girls that come into the home have faced homelessness. Some of them
Mhm.
have emotional difficulties. A lot of them have faced trauma. So we have programming to help them with those life skills, job placement, financial literacy. We have counselors on site as well, just to develop them to a place where the seeds that may have been planted in them can bloom and blossom.
Okay, why did you choose the name Blooming Flower?
Because of the very same reason of seeds. A lot of times when we grow up, we experience a lot of different things, and those seeds are planted into us. And if we don't get the necessary training, the skills, then we become those negative seeds that may have been planted into us. Well, we want to teach these girls the good seeds. We want to implant in them new seeds. We want to revise the things that they feel is traumatic and get them into a place where they can bloom and blossom in the world in which we live in. So we
And
want to teach them to.
what motivated you to do this?
Well, I am a survivor myself of sexual violence. I have faced homelessness as well. And I know what it feels like to not allow your voice to be heard, to be silenced. I know what it is like firsthand of homelessness and not feeling like you have access or the resources that you need to develop. And so, through the skills that I've learned myself, I wanted to be able to help other girls and young women get that support system and get and develop those skills of community around them to develop in life.
I'm quite sure with the transitional house, there has to be a trust factor. Am I correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. And we know that in a lot of cases, when a person experiences trauma, the trust is a lot of times broken, and so that's why we need to develop that within these girls to get that community, to get that support system of people who are actually willing to just help them along the way and build that trust, so that they can not only believe in themselves but also believe that there's people behind them to support them.
Are the young ladies only from this area or they come from out of town also?
Right. So right now, the house is able to house 8 girls, and we have received applicants from our area alone right now. But this is the first. The need is great, so we know that we'll be able to support others in the community. But right now, we are focusing right here in our little country area to try to grab a hold of our girls that are here.
What can the community do to help you in this effort?
So right now, we definitely need sustaining donors. So funding to sustain this house. We have a lease, we have utilities, we have programming. So the community can help us in those endeavors. The community can help us in spreading the word. You never know who's beside you. If you're not able to help in one way, someone else can help in another. Volunteering for a lot of our programming, being a
Mhm.
mentor. That's
Mhm.
extremely important. Our goal is to make sure that every girl in this house has mentors, a group of people who can help them. So the community can do a lot by spreading the word and sustaining
Mhm.
us. Yeah.
How can the community contact you?
Yeah. So there's a few different ways, but our website is www.iamvoices.org. If they want to reach out to get information and resources and help us in that way, they can email us at
Mhm.
info@iamvoices.org.
Okay, Now, maybe there's some young women out there listening that's been going through what you're talking about, but they're scared to reach out to you. What would you say to them?
I would say, I understand. I know what it feels like not to feel like you can trust, or not to feel like you're uneasy. But here I am, a person who have been in your shoes. I understand sexual violence. I understand feeling homeless, helpless, and not feeling like your voice matters. Here at I Am Voices, we're built on a foundation of board members, of individuals who's been just like you within the foster care system, experience sexual violence. We are here to help mentor you and give life to your voice so you can blossom. No need to be afraid, because I understand, and we all do as a community.
Is there a special opening day, or are you in operation already?
Yeah, so we are opening. We're doing a soft opening March the 28th. So we're asking young girls to go ahead and register so we can put them through the screening process to make sure we get the best group of girls together. But the soft opening is March the 28th.
Okay, Megan Manigault, we thank you for being such a great support to young ladies in our community with your transitional home. And thank you for being on Bounce Around Charleston.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Coming up next, we have a special tribute song to Charleston by Gino Castillo.